While the Montage family of synthesizers, including the Montage, the MODX and the MONTAGE M, can have up to 16 parts in a performance and are therefore 16-part multi-timbral, only the first 8 parts of a performance can have keyboard control attached, meaning that they can be played all together or when the common part is selected. The remaining parts 9 to 16 can only be played by selecting them directly, which means that only one of them can play at any one time. Let's load a single part piano into part 9, and now we can play it individually. But if we return to the common part or select the performance, that piano no longer plays. We have to return to part 9 in order to play it. That presents even more of a problem if you're trying to play something more than a single part sound. So let's get rid of that and replace it with a multi-part piano. The CFX concert performance occupies 4 parts, but as I have to select just one of them, only one part of the performance will play, which leads to very strange things like this. Let's add a multi-part guitar into this performance as well, just so that we've got even more stuff to work with. So now we have a 4-part piano and a 2-part guitar sitting on top of our 8-part pad. Before we move on, we must ensure that the MIDI I/O mode is set to hybrid on Montage or MODX. On Montage M, you're essentially already in hybrid mode, so you don't need to worry about it. This will also work in multi-mode, but for the purposes of the demo, hybrid is where we're going to go, because it means that everything that has keyboard control is going to transmit on channel 1. So we'll select the common part again, and neither my guitar nor my piano are playing, because of course we have to select them directly. Let's head over to a DAW and make this work. I'm going to create a collection of external MIDI tracks. I'm going to point them to Montage M port 1, channel 1, and with the ascending option checked, I'm going to create 16 tracks. We now have these 16 tracks which point to Montage port 1, channel 1 through to channel 16. They're listening to all input channels, but if you wanted to narrow this down, you could change that to only listen to channel 1, because that's what we were using in our hybrid in-out mode. But I'm going to check all of the last 8 parts, parts 9 to 16, and record arm them all. And now, when the montage generates MIDI messages coming out of channel 1, the DAW will route them back to channels 9 to 16. And I can hear all of those parts play. Let's just check that we've got all of those velocity layers working for the piano by muting all of this lot. I can't mute them all because then no MIDI messages would be sent. But let's just check if the piano will respond. If you want to isolate just single parts or a collection of parts from parts 9 to 16, we just need to make a note of where they are. So if we just want to play the piano, then we'll only need to record arm channels 9 to 12. So let's do that now. We'll get hold of the last 8 channels and turn off record arm for those. And now we should only hear the piano if we have the right channel selected. And if we wanted to do the same with the guitar, then we can turn off record arm for channels 9 to 12 and turn it on for channels 13 and 14. So I hope that clears that up. Now you can play channels 9 to 16 from your keyboard with a simple configuration in your DAW. Good luck!